Alright, so a couple of people on the unofficial Terraria English group on Facebook, link in the description, they were mentioning they were having trouble, like frustrations with Moonlord, so I figured I would share a Moonlord machine that I made. In there you can see I've got the bewitching table and the sharpening station, just kind of get myself the extra minion and the extra weapon power. The other thing is some timed, not timed, but, well, yeah, timed, spear traps that work in tandem. So they're, each set is wired differently, so they kind of go back and forth and do like a hit, and then a hit, and then a hit. So kind of you're getting more damage than just having one sitting there on a 1 second timer. And just basically my standard potion loadout. I know Flasks of Vicar don't work on Moonlord, but whatever. It's just one. That's just the one that I normally keep on me. And I ended up getting fortunate enough to have a Blood Moon for dramatic effect, so that worked well. So with this loadout, there are a couple of things that necessitate Moonlord having been defeated already, and that would be my Solar Flare armor and the Lunar Portal Staff. It's just what I have equipped on me. You can do this without the Lunar Portal Staff, it's just something I have there to make quicker. Everything else, like the main two things, are the Stardust Dragon Staff, which you don't need Luminite for, and the Solar Eruption, which you don't need Luminite for. So all you need to do is beat the appropriate pillars and get Stardust Fragments and Solar Fragments. Make those the first two pillars that you take out, and you'll have an Ancient Manipulator from the Cultist, and you can make those two weapons before you ever fight Moonlord. And the Solar Eruption is super useful in a setup like this because it can go through blocks. As far as the Lunar Portal Staff, again, you don't need it. It's just something I use to make this quicker when I'm grinding him. The Solar Flare armor, yeah, you need Luminite for that, but it's just what I already had equipped. Honestly, you're totally fine if you have a full set of Beetle armor or the Valhalla Knight armor from the Old One's army. The difference in defense is negligible, and if you watch my HP during this thing, the defense that I have from the Solar Flare armor, he barely touches me. I think maybe later on, I don't know if this is the one where I actually had to, where I dropped down to about 300 HP and used a potion just to be safe. I don't think I did. I know there was one of those today that I did that. But I mean, yeah, the main thing with this setup is just that it's constantly doing him damage with the spears and the dart traps. And if you've got the Solar Eruption weapon, you just sit there and blast him with it, and the Stardust Dragon just runs around and hits whatever. I try to keep the Stardust Dragon targeted on the center eye, because that's the one that usually takes the longest to get down, because he doesn't open it as often at all. And then down by where the heart is, you can see I've also got some spear and dart traps down there for when that opens, and then I move, if you have a Lunar Portal Staff, I just move it down there, and it's just the Lunar Portal Staff, the dart traps, the spear trap, the Stardust Dragon, and the Solar Eruption. You can just watch his HP melt. It takes no time at all. Even without the Lunar Portal Staff, if you've got the other things, it's just, his HP just melts, and the main damage dealer is negated by the blocks above you, and that's the one eyeball laser, because it doesn't travel through blocks. The only thing that travels through blocks that he does are when he sends the 7 eyes at you. So you hardly take any damage as long as you've got a good amount of defense, and even if you don't have endgame armor, full set of Beetle armor, full set of Valhalla Knight armor, you're going to have enough defense to go through it. Just keep a couple of healing potions on you just in case you dip down below half HP, and you're totally fine. But yeah, this is a super efficient Moonlord machine. People in the Facebook group, feel free to rip it off. Have a good time.